Then he tore the skin off his lower half. We doing this again. We doing this again. We doing this again. Hello, welcome back to more Iwaihime. We're not gonna waste too much time. We're just gonna get right back into it. And if your first time seeing this, then go check the playlist of all the other videos for Iwaihime. And let's begin. Or continue, I guess.
あれ、Minobe先輩。
え、今日ってシャチホコ部あったっけ？
あれ、スズムにナッチーじゃん。遊びに来たの？
いや、たまたま通りかかったんで覗いたら先輩の姿が見えたもんで。
先輩お一人ですか？
And I was the only one in the club room.
おいら一人だけだよ。シャチホコ部は毎日オープンしてるから、別に部活の日じゃなくても構わないんだよ。だから、いつでもウェルカム。
そうだったんですか。先輩は何やってるんですか？
今度、老人ホームで何か出し物をやるみたいなことをタマユンが言ってたからさ、シャチホコ部で何ができるか、アイディア考えてんの。よかったら付き合ってくれると助かるな。
すいません。今日はデュエルの約束がありまして。
ナッチカードゲーム好きだね。結構強いんだ。
大会とか出ますし、イベントでも武者修行しまくってるっすよ。
Didn't know that.
僕も今度大会に連れてってもらうことになってるんです。
一緒にグレートデュエリストの道を弓道しようぜ。俺たちで優勝も準優勝も総なめだぜ。
No. Natsuya is still one of the best characters.
頑張れ。応援してるよ。
じゃあすいません。もうガキども待ってると思うんで失礼します。
Natsuya said his goodbyes and ran off in a hurry.
あれ、
We are now left alone. Oh, joy.
スズムは行かないの？
アイデアを考えるの付き合ってくれると助かるって言いませんでした？
ナッチーとグレートデュエリストを目指すんじゃないの？
お手伝いさせてください、先輩。
やっぱスズムはいい子だな。
シャチホコ部って6人でしたっけ？どんなことができるかな？お芝居とかどうでしょう？
おお、定番が来たね。でもクロッチが来るかはわかんないから、5人でも6人でも対応できるのじゃないとね。
じゃあ黒髪さんは木の役かな？
笑える。他には何かある？
That's right. Minobe goes to the club room every day, whether we have club activities or not. I tried asking her about it, but since it didn't exactly seem like it was out of passion for the club, but she dodged the question.
他の先生が言ってるのを小耳に挟んだんだけど、あの子の家、ちょっと難があるらしいの。
どういうことですか？
Yeah, it's kind of complicated.
三者面談で直接話したらしい先生が言うには、お父さん愛人作って行方不明なんだとか。
じゃあMinobe先輩はお母さんと2人暮らしなんですか？
もうちょっと厄介らしいわ。
Yeah, not exactly alone. Kanai's mother, fraught with heartbreak after her loss of her husband, found a man who could fill that hole in her heart, a man who began frequenting the Minobe family home. They said he gave excellent advice on life's problems and helped others with broken hearts. But according to the rumors, he was a con artist who would make his victims dependent on him, only to take their homes and all of their assets. Okay, now I have some more understanding of why she doesn't like him. Question: does she actually know, or is she just assuming? My question. Ticket to go had been a popular technique to brainwash the impressionable and initiate them into fishing new religions, only to take all their own as alms. It applied perfectly to the situation, just replace religion with family. The heartbroken mother probably needed him, even if he was a fraud. But in Kanai's eyes, a total stranger was literally making himself at home right where she lived. And Susumu, who'd been raised lovingly by his parents, could imagine just how painful that was.
家に帰りたくないから毎日部室に。
Mm-hmm.
多分ね。彼女は高校を卒業したらすぐに就職して一人暮らしがしたいって常々言ってるの。いつでも一人暮らしができるように今からお金を貯めてるとも言ってたっけ。前に椿子ちゃんにこんなことも言ってたっけ。
I could live at manga cafes for several months before I used all my money. That way I could leave home before I even graduated.
見延先輩ってそんなに辛い状況なのにいつもあんなに明るそうに振る舞っててくれたんですね。
尊敬せざるを得ないわ。でもきっとそれはこらえてるだけだと思う。それが彼女の強さなのか、辛さを表に出せない気の毒な性分なのかはわからないけれどね。
老人ホームに若者が行くんだからさ、やっぱ若さを前面に出したものにしたいよね。前にニュースで老人ホームでプロレスを披露したら好評なんて見たことがあったような。
面白そうです。
どうしても出し物が決まらなかったら大町でタマユンにプロレス大会を提案してみるかな。
僕と夏くんで戦うんですか？
そんだけじゃ地味かね。有刺鉄線金網電流爆破マッチくらいやんなきゃダメかな。
僕と夏くんがリングの中央でカードゲーム対決をしてもいいんなら。
嘘冗談。仮にプロレスやるならバトルロイヤルじゃないとね。オイラもキコチンもリリアンも参戦でリングの上で大乱闘だ。
すっごく楽しそうです。でも本気ですか？
かなり。言っててすっごく楽しい気がしてきちゃった。
それは一案にして他も考えた方がいいと思います。
そっかな。タマユンこういうのノリノリだと思ったんだけどな。そっか。場外乱闘でパイプ椅子とか投げつけてお年寄りにぶつかったらやばいよね。
I couldn't tell just how serious she was. Minobe really was just killing time here because she didn't want to go home. That's why she was having so much fun, even with silly things like this.
そういえばさ、スズムって親元離れてんだっけ？
はい、今はキコちゃんの家にお世話になってます。
キコチンに聞いたよ。お家の方針なんだって。
一人暮らしをさせて自立心を養わせるとか言ってますね。小さい頃からずっと言われてたんで早く一人暮らしがしたいなってワクワクしてました。
だよね。やっぱ一人暮らしって楽しいよね。おいらも早く一人暮らししたいな。卒業したらすぐにするんだ。今からすっごい楽しみ。
先輩は一人暮らしに憧れてるんですね。
結局さ、親元にいるうちって殻に守られてる卵みたいなもんだよね。それに殻は窮屈。したいこともできないし、好きに羽ばたくこともできない。だから人ってさ、親元にいるうちはまだ生まれてさえいないと思うわけ。でも私はもうすぐ生まれるんだ。今殻を内側からコツコツと割っているところ。すぐに羽ばたけるように卵の中の内からいっぱい蓄えたもんね。
Her eyes gleamed with hope for the future. But because I knew about her home situation, I was well aware just how strong she must have been to say these things.
私はもうすぐ生まれて清らかな翼を思い切り広げるの。そうして 自分だけの力で羽ばたく世界はどんなにも綺麗で広いのかなってあははちょっとポエム入っちゃった。キモくてごめん。
いえ、全然。むしろすごく尊敬しました。僕はそんな先輩をずっと応援してますから。だから何かあったらいつでも頼ってくださいね。
ありがとう。スズムンは本当にいい子だな。家電店とかで売ってたら間違いなく一家に一台欲しいね。
先輩は明日も部室に来てますか？
おいらは模範的部長さんだからね。毎日来てるよ。
じゃあ僕も毎日来てお手伝いをします。
それは嬉しいけど、スズムンってほら毎日修行とかしてるんじゃなかったっけ？
暗くなってからでも修行はできるので全然問題ないです。
スズムンが袴姿で修行してるとこ、私もいつか見てみたいな。
面白いものじゃないですけど、よければいつでも。
じゃあぜひ今度絶対ね、約束。やっぱ
And
り
we're back to this.
ムーンスートの王子様は素敵だね。
I stretched my legs out on the bouncing mushroom and looked up at the clouds and blue sky. Oh, the Prince of Moonshoot means Suzumoon. It's embarrassing, so don't you dare make me say it twice. Moon came from the moon Suzumoon, while suit was the English word for Susu. Hence the Prince of Moonsuit.
もうすぐこの王国からも旅立てる。そしたらムーンスートの国に行きたいな。
I wondered if Kiki would let me rent a spare room in one of her family's apartment complexes for cheap. If I got a part-time job, I could probably live there on my own. If possible, I wanted to live near my prince.
おいらはカモトとぶる気ないからわかるんだ。きっと恋してるよね。
Maybe. Honestly, I'd never been attracted to a flesh and blood man until I turned this age. I found those pretty boys in manga hot when I was in middle school, but never really seriously been in love. Even so, I knew what this feeling was.
一緒にいてとっても安らぐ。今日の部室みたいなあんな時間こそがオイラの居場所って、そんな気がする。
I needed money if I was going to make that dream come true. A few tens of thousands of yen were merely a child's allowance. I needed a way to make about 100,000. Just then I heard lumbering footsteps accompanied by an annoying laugh approaching from the mushroom thicket. Oh, fucking course.
エリス姫みっけ。
いや、セチの王様じゃん。女王蜂は一緒じゃないの？
家族会が盛り上がってるみたいなんで、僕ちんが代わりに来たのでちゅよ。誰か家族がいないと一人ぼっちじゃ寂しいでちゅよね。
I wasn't looking for family, not with him at least.
いいお天気でちゅね。お紅茶でも飲むでちゅか。入れて死んでるでちゅよ。
ああ、そりゃどうも。
I wasn't any real rhyme or reason to it, but I'd always found the sucking flat out disgusting. I felt that deep in my gut, so there wasn't a feature on him I could view positively. For example, while Mom thought he had a funny face, I thought it was gross. Mom thought he had a sturdy body, but he looked like a whale. Even so, that didn't overshadow his generosity. These 10,000 yen bills were incredible.
家族会って、いつもよくそんなにおしゃべりするネタがあるもんですね。
みんなかなえちゃんのお母さんと同じで悲しい傷を乗り越えて家族になったのでちゅよ。お母さんの心の痛みは同じ痛みを知る者にしかわからないでちゅ。 そうして人は新しい家族になっていくのでちゅよ。
Seriously, I can't look up. I can only look at the text. These family associations were gatherings of people much like us, divorced or bereaved people plagued by great emotional turmoil, to whom Mr. Tanaka had also appeared in their darkest hour. He would then preach to them about familial love, tell them to join his new family, and invite them all to live with him at his house. I actually went there once. However, something just wasn't right about it. Everyone smiled from ear to ear, but when Mr. Tanaka turned his back to them, they'd all get this strange, lifeless look in their eye. Though they were all beaming when Mr. Tanaka was around, something felt wrong with them when he wasn't. No, even their smiles seemed somewhat gloomy. They were all pale-skinned, as though it had been ages since they'd last seen the light of day. And besides, why did the house always smell so rotten? Had her mom never noticed that chill that aroused all the senses? Ever since I noticed it, Mr. Tanaka's smell started feeling a bit creepy. Like this. Whoops, I wouldn't be saying that bit. Couldn't be saying that bit out loud. I had to be friendly with my chief source of income, or the allowance from Mr. Tanaka's wallet would become my travel funds for the day I embarked on my new adventure.
今夜のディナーは僕ちんにお任せでちゅよ。もうオーダー済みなのでちゅよ。
It sounded like he ordered pizza. Personally, I wasn't much of a fan. Not like any dinner I had all alone. The sky would taste good anyway, though. Those thoughts were racing through my mind, but I would never let it show. I was a master of hiding my emotions. I've always said so myself. Just then, the sick king brought over my mug as he spoke in an uncharacteristically down-to-earth tone.
女王は僕ちんとエリス姫の3人で仲良し家族って言ってるでちゅが、エリス姫にはきっとそれはちょっと押し付けになっちゃってるんじゃないかなって。僕ちんと女王は家族みたいな気持ちで和んでるでちゅが、それをエリス姫にまで押し付けるのは、僕ちんはどうかと思ってるでちゅ。
I was a bit surprised. This was the first time I had ever seen the Set King look so serious.
エリス姫はエリス姫でちゅよ。僕ちんはお前さんの家族にはなれないし、なろうとする気もないでちゅ。だからそこだけは安心してほしいでちゅよ。どうぞでちゅ。暑いでちゅよ。
ありがとう。
女王は僕ちんのことをパパと呼ばせたいみたいでちゅが、それはエリス姫が決めることで、女王が決めることではないでちゅ。
It's a little surprising.
それに僕ちんはエリス姫のことを娘だなんて思ったことはないでちゅよ。
じゃあ、なんだと？
セチュのライバルでちゅよ。
For the first time, his forced expression didn't disgust me. His existence was solitary, I suppose I should put it. My mom and dad were their own people. They were free to love who they wanted and walk whatever path in life they wished. I didn't have the right to say otherwise. But what I couldn't stand was someone imposing on my space. He understood that. He didn't intend to make me call him dad. Just knowing that took a huge weight off my shoulders. I drank the honey tea he brewed up. It tasted gross because he'd used too much honey, yet it also warmed my heart a little. He grinned with pride when he saw that. Still couldn't bring myself to like a smile though. Afterwards, we chatted over the pizza. But like this was the first time we talked like this.
来年からすぐに一人暮らしを始めたいのでちゅか？
女王もその方が喜ぶと思って。おいらを18まで育ててくれただけで、親の義務はもう十分果たしてるっしょ。あとは女王の人生だと思うんだ。あんたと仲睦まじく過ごしてくれればいいし。 それでオイラも彼女もウィンウィンだと思うんだ。
でも一人暮らしは大変でちゅよ。お金もかかるでちゅ。
だからオイラ、あんたからもらったお小遣い全部貯めてるよ。支度にお金もかかるだろうし、女王の世話にはなりたくないし。
エリス姫は本当に感心な子でちゅね。今時それだけ独立心が旺盛な子はなかなかいないでちゅよ。僕ちん、エリス姫を応援するでちゅよ。
ありがとう。
どうしましたでちゅか？
なんでもない。
My head had been feeling kind of hazy for a while. It was like getting sick. I had to snap out of it. I was planning to challenge him to suck again. I couldn't miss this chance to make more money. Oh, what's going on? Afterwards, he wound up challenging me to a game of sex instead. I gladly accepted. When I did, he suddenly crossed his arms and went deep into thought.
どうしたの？
ちょっと考えてるでちゅ。
He kept looking back and forth from my face to the ceiling as though contemplating something. What was it? My head really was heavy. I didn't feel sick, though, quite the opposite. I felt really good, like I was floating. Oh, no. It felt different from the time I got drunk on sweet sake, though. Just what was this strange feeling?
エリス姫こそどうしたでちゅか？さっきから目がトローンとしてるでちゅよ。
Don't tell me did he drug the drink? And he drowned out the
なん
taste?
かとろーん。
And he made sure to have so much honey in there that she wouldn't notice? It tasted gross because he'd used too much honey. Nope. Though my body was awake, my mind was practically asleep. It just didn't feel like anything really mattered. The Sick King was grinning, but something about that smile was twisted.
僕ちん、エリス姫の一人暮らし応援したいでちゅよ。なので、今日の勝負は応援の意味も込めてビッグプライスでちゅ。
The Sick King clapped his hands and several treasure boxes appeared and stacked on top of each other. It was a lavish mountain of treasure greater than any I'd ever seen. My sluggish mind partially cleared up.
すっごい大金持ってんね。さすが不労所得の貴族様。
今日はエリス姫の旅立ちを応援する意味を込めて、なんと100万円もかけちゃいますでちゅ。
うわあ、
I'm not.
いいの？そんな大金。
お金は若者が使ってこそ意味があるでちゅよ。僕ちんからの気持ちと思ってくれればいいでちゅ。
No.
嬉しいよ。
I got a bad feeling.
ありがとう。
じゃあ OK でちゅか？始めますでちゅよ。
The sick area was the liveliest it has ever been. Not only was there more money on the line than ever before, but the stands were packed like sardines with card soldiers.
すごいよエリス。こんな大勝負初めてだよ。
This just reminded me of the first battle, the first time she did this. Well, the first time we've seen her do this from the chapter 2, I think.
そうだね。大丈夫？寝不足？そんなことないよ。元気だよ。
Oh boy, I felt like a butterfly in the tranquil fields of spring. It felt so good, like I was floating. My whole body was burning up like I caught a cold. What was up with me, I wondered. Oh well, like it mattered.
はいはい。それではその駒いただきでちゅよ。
ああ、また取られちゃった。エリス、しっかり。 丈夫大丈夫。少しくらい取られてもハンデよハンデ。上昇腐敗のこのエリス姫様があんなブサイクに負けるわけないって。
You've taken a lot of my major pieces without breaking a sweat, but I didn't care at all. After all, I'm undefeatable.
さあ、どんどん駒を取っちゃうでちゅよ。
どうするのエリス。攻める駒も守る駒もなくなっちゃうよ。いいのいいの。なくなってもどんどん増やせるのがセチュのいいところでしょ。それはそうだけど、じゃあ体の何をかけるの？
yeah, that
もう
part.
好きな部分勝手に持ってっといて。どうせ勝てばチャラなんだからさ。じゃあ適当に駒を追加しとくよ。
どんどん追加するでちゅよ。お代は後の支払いで OK でちゅ。
さあさあ、ふいふい。どんどん行くよ。ふわ
No. The world was spinning like a merry-go-round. Yay! Mr. Rapid was also a spinning teacup. The set king looked both slim and fat. How funny.
実は僕ちん、大学の時はチェスサークルにいたんでちゅよ。
そうなんだ。知らなかった。
選手権に出たやつに勝ったこともあるんでちゅよ。
そりゃすごいね。なのに、どうしてそんなに下手くそなの？
それはでちゅね。エリス姫を僕ちんの家族に加えるための計略なのですよ。
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
さあ、どんどん追い詰めていきますでちゅよ。
うわー、どんどん駒が取られていくよ。いいってどんどん増やせばいいよ。どんどんどんどん。
Oh no.
その度にどんどんエリス姫の体がかけられていっちゃいまちゅね。
いいっておいら負けないから。ああ、ダメだよ、取られちゃうよ。
チェックメイト。
ありゃ、
僕ちんの勝ちでちゅね。
あれ、
Anyone else see this
も
coming?
う駒ないの？もっと増やしてよ。ないよ、何にもないよ。みんな取られちゃったよ。
そしてエリス姫の体もみんなかけてしまって、もうかけられる体がないのでちゅよ。
あれれたまにはいっか。
たまにはいいでちゅね。
I lost. But I'm always winning anyway, so I guess a loss every now and then is okay. Not when you bet your entire body.
驚いた？おじさん強いでしょ
強いね。驚いちゃった。
じゃ、今回はおじさんの勝ちだね。
That's reality, lovely.
仕方ないよね。
We laughed up together. Suddenly, Mr. Tanaka stopped and smiled faintly.
じゃあ、かなえちゃん、清算しよっか。かなえちゃんが勝ったら100万円あげるって賭けをしてたんだからさ。
ってことは、おじさまが勝ったから。 私が100万払うってこと？おいら、そんな大金は持ってない。
かなえちゃん、誤解しないで。
Ah,
別に僕は払えなかったら体で払えなんていう気は毛頭ないから。かなえちゃんが100万円も持ってるわけがないよ。だから有り金全部でいいから。
有り
nah.
金全部
Ah.
って、今までに貯めたお小遣い、全部ってこと？
本当は100万円をもらうところなんだ。大サービスだろ。
Good point. I forked over the cash envelopes I kept in my adventurer's bag, my mind still in a daze. Oh boy, I'm broke. I'll have to start saving from scratch all over
かなえちゃん
again.
はこのお金、この家を飛び出すために貯めてたんでしょ。
And he just took it away. So you saw right through me, huh?
ごめんね。ずーっとお母さんにかかりきりだったから、かなえちゃんのケアまで手が回ってなかったよ。かなえちゃんが今までどういう気持ちでいたか察してはいたんだよ。
いや、別に。まあ、私はどうでもいいんです。お母さんがおじさまと一緒にいて元気になったのは本当だし、私のことは本当気にしないでほしいんです。
そんなことないよ。かなえちゃんが僕に家族を奪われたような気持ちになってるのをちゃんと分かってるから。
No, was Mr. Tanaka always this cool? This word stuck in my dazed mind like a memorable quote from a movie star.
僕がね、かなえちゃんからお小遣いを全部取り上げたのは家族を失ってほしくなかったからなんだ。家族の愛を失うこと、それはこの世のすべての愛を見失うことだよ。僕に対する危機感から君が自ら家族を手放そうとしていることを僕は気の毒に申し訳なく思っていたんだ。だから今度は君の番だよ。
何の番？
お母さんはもう僕たちの家族になるんだ。だから
I sincerely wish for you to join our family as well. Oh, joy. Still don't understand why I've been feeling so floaty. But it felt good, so I didn't care. After being told to change into my school uniform, I got into the passenger seat of Mr. Tanaka's car. What's he doing? He said I should be properly dressed. When I officially met the whole family, now that I'd lost all my adventure funds, I no longer had anywhere to go. Which meant that the family were the only ones who could give me meals for free, and so I was being taken to our mom where the family was. I didn't feel particularly broken up about it. Honestly, nothing felt real due to the dazed, floaty feeling I'd had for a while. I wondered what it could be, but it came up empty-handed.
普通の家族ってのは結婚とか出産とか新しく加わるときにそれぞれのイニシエーションがあるもんだよね。
Oh no, what's good? What's he
僕
gonna
たち
do?
の家族もそういうのを大事にしたいんだ。血のつながりがない家族だからこそさ、しっかりとした絆を刻みたいんだよね。
What's he talking about? Oh, well, who cares? Mr. Tanaka sure was a good person. I couldn't believe he wanted someone like me in his family. Plus, in the end, saving up allowance to leave home wasn't a realistic plan to begin with. Children live with their families and get fed for free. That's just how it works. I was just being childish by saying it'd be revolting to live with Mr. Tanaka. Ugh. This feeling. There were mushrooms springing up everywhere again. They grew all over Mr. Tanaka's car, spores of every color scattered when he poked them, creating little rainbows in the air. Finally cleared. I found out that the Seki and I were riding a giant caterpillar.
さあ着きましたでちゅ
How
よ。
long is this part? Jesus.
お母さんがいるのここ？
Wow, look at this place. What a magnificent mushroom room. A giant mushroom just begged me to jump on it.
ふわふわ
Oh, no, I'm afraid. I dove on it like a trampoline. What was this? It was so soft and bouncy. Like a bed. Then the Sek King started raiding some strange implements in the meantime. I'd never seen anything like them before. Were those needles? Painting tools? Oh well, like it mattered. All of a sudden the sun went dark and was replaced by the moon in a blink of an eye. The world returned to night. Wondrous aurora hung in the sky. It was so pretty. I'd never seen anything like it before.
準備できましたでちゅよ。そろそろ始めますでちゅよ。
始めるって何が？おいらこのキノコの上でずっとふわふわしてたい。
いいでちゅよ。ずーっとふわふわしてていいでちゅよ。
The Sek King approached the mushroom I was lying on and looked down at me with a smirk. Just then he raised his thumbs and thrust them into his lower. Oh, we doing this again. Feel the secretion of blood and grease splattered all over the white mushroom. He wasn't trying to push his stomach. He stuck his fingers in deep enough to pierce the blubber and heat that into his skin. Then he tore the skin off his lower half. We doing this again. We doing this again. We doing this again. Fawn was none other than the figure of a giant, eerie, lurid caterpillar. My mind had been engulfed in dense fog. However, at the moment, I finally awakened from that floaty feeling. But I couldn't think straight. My thoughts were frozen. Where am I? When I came to, I was in a revolting place I'd never seen before. What is this place? Why am I here? What's Mr. Tanaka do? Huh? No, not him. The caterpillar monster, but that's Mr. Tanaka. Huh? Mr. Tanaka was towering over me with his upper half bared. On his skin was a large, repulsive, garishly colored caterpillar tattoo. That's where the oh, that's the whole caterpillar thing. Okay.
これがね、僕たちの家族の絆なの。
It makes so much sense now. Chapter 2 makes so much more sense now.
かなえちゃんのお父さんだってさ、お母さんと結婚するときには永遠を誓い合ったはずなんだよ。でもさ、浮気しちゃったでしょ。人はさ、目に見えない絆なんてものじゃ縛れないんだよ。だからさ、僕たちははっきりと目に見えて。
Oh, is he like tattooing a caterpillar on? Is he tattooing a caterpillar like on everyone there?
絶対に消すことのできない形でさ、絆を記してんだよね。
Did he mean that garish spotted caterpillar? He was trying to tattoo that monster on me. I knew it. Wait, what? My mind was getting hazy
ぼ
again.
んやりしてるくらいの方が痛くなくていいんだよ。リラックスして横になってれば、僕がかっこよく仕上げておくから。
I had to get out of here right now, but my mind was still dazed, and thus my body refused to respond properly. Ah, the growing mushrooms are growing everywhere.
さあさあエリス姫。
Of course, we're back to
僕
this.
ちんの芋虫ランドの家族になるんでちゅよ。
やだ。
お前の母ももう一息なんだよ。墨だけはのらりくらりと逃げやがるんだ。娘のお前が先に墨を入れたと分かりゃ覚悟を決めてくれるさ。親子揃って新しい家族に加わろうぜ。家とか全部売っ払ってよ。お母さんと一緒に幸せになりてえだろ。
Yep, those are back.
毎日飯が食えて寝るところがあって風呂に入れる生活がいいだろ。みんなで共同生活楽しいぜ。僕の言うことさえきっちり聞いてりゃよ。お仕置き部屋なんてよ反抗さえしなきゃ入れられることなんかねえんだからよ。
My mind suddenly burst like a pop balloon. When I came to, I was telling myself I was a stringless puppet. I was a puppet. A puppet! The caterpillar monster was just playing with a puppet that looked like me, that was all. He was simply drawing on the surface of the doll with a needle and a machine. He was playing all on his own, so it had nothing to do with me. So please end it quickly. Please put an end to this torment. I felt warm drops trailing down my cheeks from my eyes. Confused, afraid, and devoid of presence of mind, I lost the very will to fight back. A single face flashed through the puppet's mind. Prince of Moonsuit, no. Susan Moon, save me. Stab. Stab, stab. It was still going. Stab, stab, stab. It seemed he never tired of creeping about my skin. When I came to, the sick king had regained his human legs.
おめでとうエリス姫。これでもう立派な芋虫さんでちゅよ。今までの芋虫で一番の最高傑作になったでちゅ。
My whole body burned as though it was swelling. I didn't even need to look at the mirror to tell I'd already been turned into a monster. It was raining quietly outside. I didn't remember how or when I left that place. I barely managed to put my uniform on dazedly made my way down an alley I didn't recognize. An outsider would only see an exhausted girl staggering around, but it was so much worse than that. A rabbit in my head whispered to me,
少し早いけど旅立ちの日が来たんだよ。そうだね。ミノベ犬王国にはもう帰れないね。
Good thing I'd hid my adventures bag outside the house. I gave permission to knock over the envelopes my money had come in, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise that I kept the cash in my wallet elsewhere.
行こうよ、エリス。冒険の旅に。うん。どこへ行く？
That was obvious. To the Moonsuit Kingdom starting tomorrow morning. I plodded down the streets. My uniform was all that I had to wear for the time being, so I didn't want to get any wetter. Hung cafes have shower rooms and dryers, so I could just clean it up there. I looked up to see the townscape had changed slightly. It was a mix of wet modern buildings and fairy tale-esque mushroom houses. A giant caterpillar clung to the telephone pole, enjoying a long drag on a smoking pipe. Crossings were a jumble of offices where office workers with the umbrellas and card soldiers shielding themselves with tower leaves. And I really am screwed up in the head, huh? But that was what made me Alice of Wonderland.
なんでもない日って素晴らしいな。なんでもない日万歳。
Oh my god. I wasn't expecting to get that. To have to relive that stuff while learning what the truth of those hauntings were. Oh my god. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then I don't know, subscribe, check out other stuff I've done, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.